जनाशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः।
श्रीगुरुवे
श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन
चैतन्यमनोभीष्टं
भूतले स्वयं रूपा कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश श्रीरूपं साग्रजातां सहगना रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं
कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं
श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगना
श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान्
ललिता
सगणा ललिता
श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च
श्रीविशाखान्वितां च
नमो विष्णुपादाय
विष्णुपादाय
कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय
कृष्णपृष्ठाय
भूतले
भूतले
श्रीमते
श्रीमते
भक्तिवेदान्त
भक्तिवेदान्त
स्वामिनिति नामिने।
स्वामिनामिने
नमस्ते
नमस्ते
सरस्वते
सरस्वती देवे
गौरवाणी
गौरवाणी
प्रचारिणे
प्रचारिणे
निर्विशेष शून्यवादी
निर्विशेषशून्यवादी
पाश्चात्य देशधारिणे
पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे
नमो महावदन्याय
वदन्याय
कृष्णप्रेमप्रदायते
कृष्णप्रेमप्रदायते
कृष्णाय
नाय
कृष्णचैतन्य नामिने
कृष्णचैतन्यनामिने
गौरत्विषे नमः।
गौरतिषे नमः
हे कृष्णा करुणा सिन्धु
करुणा सिन्धु
दीनबन्धो
दीनबन्धु
जगत्पते
जगत्पते
गोपेश गोपिकान्त
गोपिकान्त
राधाकान्त
राधाकान्त
नमोऽस्तुते।
नमस्तुते
तप्तकाञ्चन
तप्तकाञ्चन
गौराङ्गी
गौराङ्गे
श्रीराधे
श्रीराधे
वृन्दावनेश्वरी
वृन्दावनेश्वरि
वृषभानुसुते देवी
भानुसुते देवी
प्रणमामि
प्रणमामि
हरिप्रिये।
हरिप्रिये
नीलाचलनिवासाय
निवासाय
नित्याय
नित्याय
परमात्मने
परमात्मने
बलभद्रा सुभद्राभ्यां
सुभद्राभ्यां
जगन्नाथाय ते
जगन्नाथाय
नमः।
ते नमो नमः
वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा
कल्पतरुभ्यश्च
सिन्धुभ्य एव च
सिन्धुभ्यैव च
पतितानां
तानां
पावनेभ्यो
पावनेभ्यो
वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः।
नमो नमः
जय श्रीकृष्ण
श्रीकृष्ण
चैतन्य प्रभु
चैतन्य प्रभु
नित्यानन्द श्री
नित्यानन्द
अद्वैत गदाधर
गदाधर
श्रीवासादि
श्रीवासादि
गौरभक्तवृन्द।
गौरभक्तवृन्द
हरे
हरे
कृष्णा
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 कृष्ण
कृष्णा
कृष्ण
हरे
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 राम
राम
हरे
राम
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 हरे
राम हरे
हरे।
हरे।
हरे कृष्णा।
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु।
So we welcome all devotees to today's morning Srimad Bhagavatam class. So today we are going to read
भागवतम
from
क्लास नहीं प्रभु, चैतन्य
Chaitanya
चरितम।
Charitamrita. Yes, Chaitanya Charitamrita class. So today we are going to read from Madhya Lila. This is chapter 7, text number 79. Can I share this screen?
यस प्रभु।
Okay. So we will just recite this verse. कांचन सदृश देह अरुणवशना
कांचन सदृश देह अरुणवसन
पुलकाश्रुकम्पस्वेद ताहते भूषण.
पुलक श्रुकंप शिवदत्ता ते भूषण।
Do we read synonyms also? Word to word meaning?
यस प्रभु।
Okay. Yes. Kanchana Sadrisha, like molten gold.
लाइक मोल्टन गोल्ड।
Deha,
देह
a body.
बॉडी
Aruna,
अरुण
saffron.
सपन
Vashana,
वसन
garments.
गारमेंट्स
Pulakashru,
पुलक श्रु
standing up of bodily hair and crying.
क्राइम
Kampa,
कंप
trembling.
ट्रम्बलिंग
Sveda,
स्वेद
perspiration.
परस्पिरेशन
Tahate,
ताहते
therein.
देरिंग
Bhushana,
भूषण
the ornaments.
ornaments.
Translation by His Divine Grace, Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
की जाए।
The body of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was naturally very beautiful. It was like molten gold dressed in saffron cloth. But now he became most beautiful due to being ornamented with the ecstatic symptoms of bodily hair standing on end, tears welling up in his eyes, trembling and profuse perspiration. Okay. So this section is speaking about the pastime of Lord living for the South Indian Yatra, trip of South Indian Yatra. So just I think the previous verse was on how the Lord is simultaneously strong as a thunderbolt and soft like a lotus, isn't it? So when he was bidding farewell to the devotees in Jagannath Puri. So for especially he was at the end having conversation with Sarvabhaum Bhattacharya. So Sarvabhaum Bhattacharya and along with all the devotees, they were unable to give up the company of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu because of their intense attachment towards him. However, because the Lord was on a preaching mission and he did not want that the mission should be hampered. So, although he had so much affection and devotion for the devotees, affection for the devotees, still he actually acted as if he was like hard-hearted. But we see in the following verses we will read. Actually, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was also equally feeling very, very aggrieved, very, very sorry to have left the association of his very, very loving and intimate devotees. So it's not that Lord is hard-hearted. The Lord is the most soft-hearted, but he acts in a way. Uh, it appears like he's hard-hearted. We will look at the verses that are following today. So this is a very, very interesting section where we get to see the Lord's extraordinary potency in transforming the hearts of people. So Srila Rupa Goswami had composed this verse in glorification of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. All of us know, very famous verse. Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namine Gaurat Vishay Namaha. So Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is the most munificent, most magnificent of all incarnations. Why? Because the most rare and the most difficult to achieve goal of life, that is love of Krishna, uh, he is giving it without any reservation, without any qualification, and in abundance to everyone and anyone. So never before in the past has such a mercy, such a uh, flood of benediction was seen in any other incarnation. In previous yuga, Lord Krishna appeared in Dwapar Yuga, and he tells in Bhagavad Gita, Sarva dharma parityajya mamekam sharanam praja aham tvam sarva papebhyo moksha ishyami ma suchaha. So the Lord is putting a condition before he bestows his mercy, right? What is the condition? Sarva dharma parityajya. Give up all your conceptions of dharma and just surrender unto me. And if you do that, I will free you from all sinful reactions, and I will bestow my mercy upon you. So, so the Lord is actually uh, telling that we should also have that patra or mm, the qualification to receive. Patra is also called as the bowl to receive the mercy. But Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he is not just giving mercy, but he's also giving the bowl. So he he's also giving the ability to hold the mercy, and also he is he's bestowing his mercy. So the Lord, understanding the plight of the people of Kali Yuga, he doesn't ask for any qualification, but he just bestows his mercy, his causeless mercy. So we will see in the following verses how the Lord, when he was on the South Indian Yatra, he actually floods not just people, not just some small group of people, but villages and villages with love of Godhead. So there is a very nice verse which comes in glorification of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. We will just recite this verse. It's very relevant. अनार्पिता चरिम चिरात करुणया अवतीर्ण कलौ
नार्पिता चरिता करुणा यवर्तिना कलौ
समर्पितुं समर्पयितुमुन्नतोज्ज्वलरसां स्वभक्तिश्रियम्
समर्पयितुम्
उन्नतोज्ज्वल
उन्नतज्वलरसं
रसं सव भक्ति
स्वभक्तिश्रियम्
श्रियम्
हरिपुरतसुन्दरद्युतिकदम्बसन्दीपिता
हरिपुत्र सुंदर दीति कदम्ब
हरिपुरतसुन्दरद्युतिकदम्बसन्दीपिता
संदीपिता
सदा हृदयकन्दरे स्फुरतौ वासचीनन्दना.
सदा
सदा हृदय कंद्र
हृदयकन्दरस्फुरतौ
स्फुरतो वा
वाची
सची नंदन.
सचीनन्दना।
Any devotee would like to read the translation?
May the Supreme Lord, who is known as the son of Srimati Sachi Devi, be transcendently situated in the innermost chamber of your heart, resplendent with the radiance of molten gold. He has appeared in the age of Kali by his causeless mercy to bestow what no incarnation has ever offered before, the most sublime and radiant mellow devotional service, the mellow of conjugal love.
Yes. So, what was not achievable by hundreds and thousands of years of tapasya, by performing austerities, by doing all kinds of severe penances, that same mercy and much more than that, the Lord is bestowing even for people who are most unqualified. You know, so the South Indian Yatra is a very special. Is a very special incident where we get to see the mercy of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu being expressed to the fullest. Okay, so that's why this section is very very important for us to actually develop faith in the merciful nature of of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and surrender our lives in his service. So just previous to this, actually, after bidding farewell to, of course, not bidding farewell, he left without even looking behind Sarvam Bhattacharya and other devotees of Jagannath Puri. He actually goes to Alalnath. Okay, so Alalnath is a place where there is a very beautiful deity of Lord Vishnu. Okay, and Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu every now and then would go to Alalnath whenever he wanted to spend do his bhajan in isolation. So he goes to Alalnath, and in Alalnath, this beautiful form of Lord Vishnu. So now somebody might wonder, why would Lord go to a temple of Lord Vishnu? You know, because the Lord has come in the form of a devotee, and he's exemplifying the worship of Radha and Krishna. So, but then we understand this is not an ordinary deity of Lord Vishnu. Actually, in Vrindavan, when the Lord Krishna was performing his pastimes, there was a pastime when the Lord was performing his Ras Leela, and all of a sudden the Lord disappears from midst of all the gopis, you know, and so that place is called as Paitha in Vrindavan. So, so the Lord appears. I mean, the Lord performs such pastimes to create some excitement, to create some suspense among the devotees, and have the loving reciprocation. So the Lord disappears from that place, and just nearby he appears in the form of a four-handed Vishnu. Okay, and then the gopis come and they see and they see the darshan of Lord Vishnu in his four-handed form, and they offer obeisances, and they inquire, "My dear Lord, where is? Did you see where did Lord Krishna go? No, we are desperately in search of him." And then Lord Vishnu points, "Yeah, he has gone in that direction." So like that he misdirects them, and all the gopis go away. And at the end, who follows behind? Srimati Radharani, right? And when Radharani comes, and her devotion and her love for the Supreme Lord is so overwhelming that when Srimati Radharani comes in front of Lord Vishnu, I mean Lord Krishna in the form of four-handed Vishnu, his two arms actually melt away. Okay, he's unable to keep his disguised form of Lord Vishnu. So we see that the Lord becomes conquered by the love of his devotees, and the topmost devotee is Srimati Radharani. And then Lord Krishna appears in front of him, in front of her. So this is the same Vishnu. I mean, this is the same deity of that Vishnu who had performed this pastime in Vrindavan. So that is why when Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu goes to Alalnath, he actually remembers this pastime which took place in Vrindavan, and he goes into very very high levels of ecstasy, exhibiting the eight ecstatic symptoms, Ashtasattvika Vikar, and he becomes so overwhelmed that when he pays obeisances on a huge stone in front of the Lord, because of that ecstasy, the stone actually melts and it forms a huge depression, over the stone. And so many people who are the residents of Alalnath and nearby residents, they come to witness the expression of this ecstatic symptoms of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and they also become stunned by these symptoms. So we see that it is so this pastime is a very very important pastime to actually understand that the ecstatic activities and the exhibition of the love of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is not some fairy tale, okay, is not some story that is to be told to the kids. They are real pastimes. Even today, all of us, I mean, many of you have been to Alalnath, and if you want, whenever you go, it is very close to Jagannath Puri. So when we go to Alalnath, today also we can see that stone which has got melted because of the touch of, because of the laying of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So, uh, these pastimes are not some imaginary pastimes, but they're real pastimes, and there are clear-cut evidences that the Lord has exhibited that symptoms of ecstasy. So the Lord submerged everyone by his symptoms of love, and Uh, so when the people came to see this chant, and the Lord started chanting and dancing, and when the people came to see, they were so much attached by these symptoms, they did not want to leave that place, and they wanted to stay there forever, right? Because of the Lord's presence, because of the Lord's exhibition of such wonderful symptoms of love, they were also experiencing a glimpse of the Lord's love. Okay, in our life also we see many times when we come in association of very very great devotees, especially Maharajas or very exalted devotees, we will also say, although we are not qualified, because of their reciprocation of love with the Supreme Lord, when they speak, when we get to hear, we also experience some symptoms of ecstatic love, although we are not qualified for it. Okay, so that way we get that higher experience, and when we get that, we become attracted, and we also do not want to leave that place, right? So there is a very nice verse in this regard. We'll try to recite. This is from Srimad Bhagavatam. Sa uttama shloka mahan mukachyuto भवत्पदाम्भोजसुधाकनानिला स्मृतिं पुनर्विस्मृतं तत्त्ववर्त्मनां कुयोगिनां नो वितरत्यलं वरै. Any devotee would like to read?
My dear Lord, you are glorified by the selected verses uttered by great personalities. Such glorification of pure lotus feet is just like saffron particles. When the transcendental vibration from the mouths of great devotees carries the aroma of the saffron dust of your lotus feet, the forgetful living entity gradually remembers his eternal relationship with you. Devotees thus gradually come to the right conclusion about the value of life. My dear Lord, I therefore do not need any other benediction but the opportunity to hear from the mouth of your pure devotee.
Yes. So for us to be able to experience even a glimpse of the exchange of love which the pure devotees have is actually very very far-sighted, because we are not qualified to experience that symptoms. But then, because of the presence of when we are in the presence of very exalted devotee, and when we pay sincere audience to their narration of the Lord's pastimes, because of their uh, great attachment, we can also experience some drops of that ecstatic love, right? So, and this actually, this is how as this verse says, it can bring about a change in the quality of our heart. When Prahlad Maharaj says that when Hiranyakashipu asked Prahlad Maharaj So, my dear son, what did you learn in the Gurukul? And then he tells in the second time when he says that. So, Mahi Yasham Pada Rajobhisekam Niskinchananan Na Vrinita Yavat. Oh, best of the demons, you will not be able to understand what I'm learning or what I'm speaking, because you have not received the dust of the lotus feet of the pure devotees. I mean, dust of the lotus feet of the Lord coming from the mouth of pure devotees. Uh, so only when one receives the saffron dust particles of the Supreme Lord coming from the mouth of pure devotees, that can alone transform the hard-hearted mm, living entity who has forgotten the Supreme Lord and has turned away his face away from him, turned his face away from him. So we see Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya also. Before meeting Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he was such a dry, philosopher. So his heart was hard like diamond. But just by the touch of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and by Mahaprabhu's divine qualities, such hard heart also became completely melted. And we see just before this that how Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya was literally fainting. He fainted when he had to see Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu leaving him. Okay, so we will try to study some verses ahead, because it's a very, very interesting section. We'll try to understand how the Lord is bestowing His mercy on the people of South India. Okay, I'm just sharing the screen. We'll read quickly few verses and we discuss on some of them. देखिया लोकेर मने हईला चमत्कार जत लोक ऐसे केह नाही जाय घर. So everyone present was astonished to see Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's dancing and his bodily transformation. Whoever came did not want to return home, because they were also experiencing the drop of the Lord's love for the Supreme Lord. They were not willing to leave home, leave that place and return to their homes. केह नाचे केह गाय श्री कृष्ण गोपाल प्रेमे ते भाशीला लोका श्री वृद्ध अबाला. Everyone, including children, old men and women, began to dance and chant the holy names of Sri Krishna and Gopal. In this way, they all floated in the ocean of love of Godhead. So the just by seeing Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and his beautiful form, all of them were actually were instigated to chant and dance in ecstasy. So they were singing very beautifully. Just a minute. Yeah. So they were singing very beautifully like this. Jai Govinda, Jai Gopal, Keshav, Achyut, अच्युत केशव श्रीधर माधव गोविंद गोपाल हरि राम कुलिते वंशी वदाने नटवर वेशधारी यमुना कुलिते वंशी वदाने नटवर वेशधारी. गोविंद गोविंद गोपाल नंदलाल गोविंद गोविंद गोपाल नंदलाल गोविंद गोविंद गोपाल नंदलाल गोविंद गोविंद गोपाल नंदलाल गोपाल नंदलाल गोपाल नंदलाल गोपाल नंदलाल गोपाल नंदलाल. So like this, all the people of Alalnath were ecstatically dancing and chanting uh, in presence of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and they were also experiencing some drops of mercy of the Supreme Lord. देखी नित्यानंद प्रभु कहे भक्त गणे ए रूपे नृत्य आगे होबे ग्रामे ग्रामे. So here Lord Nityanand Prabhu is actually predicting that very soon the Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when he is is going to South India Yatra, so upon seeing the chanting and dancing of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Lord Nityananda predicted that later there would be dancing and chanting in every village. Okay, so this prediction is not just valid during the presence of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, but even today we see how this prediction is coming true. And literally every continent of this world, people who have never heard of Lord Krishna, of the bhakti for the Supreme Lord, they are singing and dancing the holy names of the Supreme Lord, right? So we'll read this purport. This prediction of Sri Nityananda Prabhu is applicable not only in India but also all over the world. That is now happening by His grace. The members of International Society for Krishna Consciousness are now traveling from one village to another in the Western countries and are even carrying the deity with them. These devotees distribute various literatures all over the world. We hope that these devotees who are preaching the message of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu will seriously follow strictly in his footsteps. If they follow the rules and regulations and chant 16 rounds daily, their endeavor to preach the cult of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu will certainly be successful. अतिकाल हैल लोक छाड़िया न जाया तबे नित्यानंद गोसाई श्रीजिला उपाया. So that people were not willing to give up the company of the Lord, but Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had to move forward. So Nityanand Prabhu arranges for means to for the Lord to leave that place. मध्याना कोरिते गेला प्रभु केला आया ताहा देखी लोक ऐसे चौदी का धैया. When Lord Nityanand Prabhu took Chaitanya Mahaprabhu for a lunch at noon, everyone came running around them. So the Lord honors prasadam, and Lord Nityanand Prabhu closes the doors so that Mahaprabhu can honor prasadam and he can leave. Okay, we will read a little ahead. Yes. Prata kale snana kori kari laga mana bhakta gane vidaya dila kare yalingana. The next morning after taking his bath, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu started on his South Indian tour. He bid farewell to the devotees by embracing them. मूर्छिता हया सबे भूमि ते पड़िला ताहा सब पाया प्रभु फिरी ना छाहिला. Although they all fell to the ground unconscious, the Lord did not turn to see them, but proceeded onwards. Same behavior we see, like he did with even Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya. But it's not that the Lord is hard-hearted. We see in the next verse that the Lord is also feeling similarly aggrieved, विच्छेदे व्याकुल प्रभु चलिला दुखी हया पाछे कृष्ण दास जाया जल पात्र लया. In separation, the Lord became very much perturbed and walked on unhappily. His servant Krishna Das, who was carrying his water pot, followed behind. So the Lord was also very disturbed. He was also wanting to have the company of his loving devotees, who were so much dedicated and surrendered to him. भक्तगण उपवासी ताहाई रहिला आरा दिन दुख हया नीलाचले आइला. All devotees remained there and fasted, and next day they all happily returned to Jagannath Puri. And now we will see the inauguration of the Lord's bestowing his causeless mercy on people of South India. Matta simha praya prabhu kari lagamana prema veshe jaya kari nama sankirtana. Almost like a mad lion, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went on his tour filled with ecstatic love and performing Sankirtan, chanting Krishna's names as follows. Krishna 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 Hai. Krishna 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 Hai. Krishna 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 Rama Rama Krishna Keshava Krishna Keshava Krishna Keshava Pahima. So singing like this, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu he moves on the path to South India. Ei shloka padi pathe chalila gaura hari loka dekhi pathe kahe bolo hari hari. Chanting this verse, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, known as Gaur Hari, went on his way. As soon as he saw someone, he would request him to chant Hari Hari. So we see that how the Lord's mercy was not just for one person, and it was heavily contagious. He would ask a person who was passing on the street, chant Hari Hari, and as soon as he would chant Hari Hari, immediately he would bestow upon him love of Godhead, and that person was unable to stop chanting, and doing like this, he would go to his home, and when they would see and they would touch him and they would also chant Hari Hari, and like that the entire village would start chanting Hari Hari. Okay, so this was the exhibition of the Lord's mercy potency. Sei loka prema mata haya bali Hari Krishna Prabhu rapache sange jaya darshana satrishna. Whoever heard Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu chant Hari Hari also chanted the holy names of Lord Hari and Krishna. In that way they followed the Lord, very eager to see him. Katakshana rahe Prabhu tare alingiya vidaya karila tare shakti sanchariya. After some time, the Lord would embrace these people and bid them return home, having invested each of them with spiritual potency. Okay, so the Lord would Lord would meet three kinds of people. So first kind of people who are neutral, who are walking on the road, and he would chant Hari Hari, and just by hearing the Lord asking them to sing Hari Hari, uh, they would also be bestowed the love of Godhead. And the second level of people were those who were having respect, and they were interested uh, in hearing the Supreme Lord, associating with Lord. For them, the Lord would embrace them, and then he would invest his spiritual potency, and he would make them into acharyas momentarily, and they would go and they would become the channel of Lord's love for everyone. And we will see in the next verse that those who are completely dedicated and surrendered devotees of the Lord will not just embrace, but he would spend overnight in their home. And whole night he would narrate the pastimes of Lord Krishna. He will discuss Krishna Katha, and like that he would, empower them, and then he would go further. Okay, so. Say janani jagrame kari yagamana Krishna boli hase kande nache anukshana. Each of these empowered persons would return to his own village, always chanting the holy names of Krishna, sometimes laughing, sometimes crying, and sometimes dancing. Jare dekhe tare kohe Krishna nama, ei mata Vaishnava kaila savani jagrama. Such an empowered person would request everyone and anyone, whomever he saw, to chant the holy names of Krishna. In this way, all the villagers would also become devotees of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So villages after villages were getting converted by the touch of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and we see here, as Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami describes, he actually converted the entire South India into Vaishnava province. Okay. Uh, Yes, so here he says, Eimata kaila javat gela setu bande sarvadesha Vaishnava haila prabhura sambandhe. In this way, the Lord went to the extreme southern part of India and he converted all the provinces to Vaishnavism. Okay. So, Navadvipe Jai Shakti Nakaila Prakashe Sai Shakti Prakashe Nishta Rila Dakshina Deshe. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu did not manifest his spiritual potencies at Navadvip, but he did manifest them in South India and liberated all the people there. Now, somebody might ask, why did the Lord did not bestow such mercy in Navadvip? Because in Navadvip, the people were largely interested in Tattvavad, in debating, and they were very, very materialistic in those times. They would perform very, very elaborate marriages, not of themselves, but also of their pet dogs and pet cats, and they were hardly interested in actually receiving the mercy of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Nityananda Prabhu, except for a few intimate associates. So that is why the Lord tried to share this highest form of love, but he was actually misunderstood, and they would the other people would call him that he simply trying to make a show. Okay, so that is why when he came to South India, he saw the people were very, very innocent and recipient and receptive That's why the Lord bestowed such causeless mercy in South India. So here, Srila Prabhupada says that in our preaching also, when we come across people, like he says, therefore, the author has remarked that spiritual potential of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu did not manifest at Navadip, was by his grace manifested in South India. Thus, everyone became a Vaishnava. By this, it is to be understood that people are really interested in preaching in a favorable situation. If the candidates for conversion are too disturbing, a preacher may not attempt to spread Krishna consciousness among them. It is better to go where the situation is more favorable. The Krishna consciousness movement was first attempted in India, but the people of India, being absorbed in political thoughts, did not take to it. They were entranced in by the political leaders. We preferred therefore to come to the West, following the order of our spiritual master, and by the grace of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, this movement is becoming successful. So when we are also trying to preach, we try to induce the people to take to chanting of holy names, to follow the principles of bhakti. But we see that a person is not showing any interest, is completely indifferent, then it's not that we keep on spending years after years trying to preach him, because there are already so many people who are desperately waiting for this gift of bhakti. So we should try to invest our time and energy in those people who are actually receptive to receive that mercy. So although they may be few, but they will actually turn into very wonderful Vaishnavas by reciprocating, instead of spending time after people who are not showing any interest. Of course, it's not that we are completely indifferent. We can try to help them by giving them prasadam, by inviting them for our festivals. So by that, when their agyata sukruti keeps on building up, and at some point they would also become receptive to receive the Lord's mercy. So here we see that how the Lord bestowed such causeless mercy on the residents of South India. So we should not think that these are some very nice stories to hear, but we should have faith in these pastimes, because we see how Srila Prabhupada also, when he went to the West, he also empowered the hippies, and he empowered the three couples who went to London and established the Krishna conscious movement in London. He turned George Harrison into a very wonderful devotee, and that is how ISKCON movement actually spread like wildfire even in the West. So if an empowered devotee of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu can empower such such people and spread Krishna consciousness, is it not possible to for the Supreme Lord to do this? It is very much possible, isn't it? So, so we should have faith in these pastimes, and also understand that how fortunate we are that we have come in such a time that the Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mercy is still continuing. Okay, we should not think that we are very unfortunate. We did not happen to be in the time when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was there on this planet. Actually, the same mercy is available even today in the form of the chanting of the holy names. So the Lord has said, Namna Makari Bahuda Nija Sarva Shaktis Tatra Arpita Niyamita Smaranena Kala. So the Lord has put all his potencies in the holy names. So if we chant the holy names faithfully in the association of devotees, trying to serve them, please them, and also worship Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, we can also become recipients of such causeless mercy. So, but there is a difference. When the Lord comes, of course, the mercy will be instantly given. It is like giving an injection of love of Godhead. So as soon as the Lord would touch, they would become completely ecstatic. But right now we don't have injection, but we definitely have tablets of love of Godhead, right? So the chanting of the holy names and the association of devotees are like tablets. So they are also fully potent, and when we take it faithfully, we can also experience the change of heart and devotion for the Supreme Lord. So actually, it is not that only during the times of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu there was such transformations. And even today, we see that people who are completely radical, towards devotional service, we see a 180-degree transformation. right? We can see on our own personal lives, right? We should always remember that what was our nature, what was our condition before coming to bhakti and after coming to bhakti. There was a complete difference, right? Uh, we, we ourselves are an evidence for the transformation, and we also see so many devotees even in current age. Like it was, I was hearing once, Gauranga Prabhu. So Gauranga Prabhu in IIT Mumbai was before coming to Krishna consciousness, he was a very, very influential person, So he had long hair, and in the hostel, so he would be like a big don, accompanied by so many students, almost 15 to 20 students always, So he was very, very uh, attractive even before that, even before coming to bhakti, and he will be always surrounded with people. But after coming to Krishna consciousness, is completely transformed. So those people who were previously his friends, so they would become surprised and they would come to his classes to see, "Arre, what a change! This person, he was our leader, and he has become the greatest monk and a devotee, right?" So it is not that only during Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's time this transformation was happening. Even today we see such transformation. Okay, so we should have complete faith, and we should also try to become the instruments of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and try to uh, assist the Lord and his pure devotees in distributing this mercy all over the world. So, so the Lord, it is said that He has so many fruits of love of Godhead, but He doesn't have enough hands to distribute these fruits. Okay, so now He's looking for interested candidates who would actually be willing to take these fruits themselves and then distribute. Now, somebody, when he's interested to preach, when he's interested to assist Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu preaching this message, so although that person may not be qualified, but because there is an emergency, so what will the Lord do? The Lord will purify him. He will purify him, He will empower him, and He will make him potent enough to actually distribute His mercy. So, so that is why by actually assisting in the Lord's mission is also a very very is actually a very very effective way of ourselves becoming purified and developing devotion for the Supreme Lord. Otherwise, by the natural way, it is also very powerful, but it may take a while. But when we engage in the Lord's mission, the Lord becomes very very interested in our case. Okay, oh, this person is interested to help me, and I am in need of people. I am in need of a serious distributors of my mercy. So let me empower him. Let me purify him. Okay, so we can also become fortunate by trying to assist in the Lord's mission. So thank you very much for allowing me to speak. If I have spoken something which is beyond my qualification, please forgive me. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
So any questions, or we can conclude here?
Hare Krishna, Prabhu, Dandvat Pranam.
Dandvat Pranam.
Prabhuji, thank you very much for this wonderful class. Prabhuji, just I wonder that Ras Leela was happened in Vrindavan, and Lord disappears and then appear in a four-handed Vishnu form. So, what is the connection between Alalnath and Vrindavan? Because that deity you told ki that deity is in Alalnath. So,
Yeah. Basically, it is not that that Vrindavan deity was there. There was no deity. It was Lord Krishna only who had turned into Lord Vishnu to perform this
yes,
pastime. Okay,
yes,
and this deity of Alalnath was made signifying that particular pastime. Okay, it's not an
okay,
ordinary Vishnu deity, but that Vishnu deity which appeared in Vrindavan. So in that form of that Lord, because even among Vishnu forms also there is difference. Okay, like
yes,
there are so many forms of Vishnu we see in Chaitanya Charitamrita itself. So that deity represents that particular pastime. Okay, so that is
Oh,
why when Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu saw that deity, he recollects that pastime which took place in Paitha. Okay,
okay. Okay, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Yes, Subha Jagannath Prabhu.
Krishna Bhagavatam.
Dandavat.
Like you mentioned, Lord did not turn back when Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya fainted, or devotees in Alarnath also. So momentarily it may appear like Lord is hard at it. So there may be some devotees who might think that Lord is ignoring them, or so this may happen to us also. Like we may feel in some instances that when we need some maybe recognition or appreciation, we may feel ignored. So what although we come to know that uh, uh, that is not the intention of devotees to ignore us, but if we feel that in that situation or that happens repeatedly, maybe due to some reasons with us, then what should be our approach?
Yes. So in this pastime also we see that although the Lord had acted externally, but internally he was feeling very, very aggrieved himself, and he was also feeling separation. But the Lord also wanted to ensure that his mission is accomplished, because he has appeared to bestow this causeless mercy all over the world. So we would not have witnessed this wonderful pastime of South India Yatra. So in our life also, so it is said that the Lord's reciprocation can be experienced in the loving association of devotees. So many times, if we are feeling ignored or we are feeling not paid attention, it may not be a deliberate, action of some devotee purposefully done, but it is so that if you are in need of some care, then the devotees are always open for us to go and approach them. Okay, so we need to take an initiative on our end and try to express that we need some help or we need some guidance, and when we speak to devotees, and we can also express that I need some encouragement. Okay, so and the devotees are very happy to help anybody who needs help. Okay, so but the problem is that many times we do not express ourselves, and we expect that the Lord's mercy should or the devotee should himself come to me, and they should address our concerns. Okay, so we should keep our communication very nice. If we can express what challenges, even it might be small, at least not with everyone, with few devotees, few, at least one senior devotee whom we are inspired with, and who has time for us to help, so then we can actually experience that affection. It may not be always happen that devotees themselves come. Definitely, when we go in front of them, they might ask us. But devotees are also so much absorbed in trying to serve, in trying to preach, in trying to fulfill so many responsibilities. So it's not that they may not be wanting to do it. Their heart is there to give ample amount of time to every devotee, but it's that they have so many responsibilities. So if we are in need, if we can go and express, we take their time and we seek guidance, we can actually experience. Okay, so for us to directly experience the Lord's love, definitely we can experience some drops of Lord's love. It might be very difficult, but the Lord, it is said that the greatest treasure which the Lord has in his treasure house is the association of devotees. So the Lord has already given the best gift which anybody can have in this entire creation. So we have to just take advantage, the right advantage of that gift. So the Lord says in Nectar of Instructions, Dadati pratigrinati guhyamakyati pritchati bhunkte bhojayate cheva shadviti priti lakshanam. So we should not just read these verses and then memorize it, but we also try to apply these verses. Okay, so when we try to go to a devotee, So guhyamakyati prachati. So when we actually share in confidence our challenges or our obstacles in bhakti, so that is how our bonding, our relationship with devotees become deeper, and we can experience the care and affection of devotees. But if we think that maybe I may be able to do it myself, or only when devotees come and ask me, then only I will express, then it may take a lot of time, or it may not happen that way. So the Lord has already given us the means by which we can experience that care and affection. We only have to exercise that. Does that answer the question?
Yes, Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu. It answered very nice. You answered very nicely.
Okay. Any other question? Okay, we will pause here. श्री चैतन्य महाप्रभु की
जय
जय। श्री चैतन्य चैतामृतम की
जय
श्रील प्रभुपाद की
जय।
निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे।
हरि हरि बोल।
हरि हरि
हरे
बोल।
कृष्णा प्रभु। हरे कृष्णा प्रभु।
हरे कृष्ण।